Do you like the Oakland A's? Are you a fan of the Golden Knights? Do you love the Los Angeles Chargers? Well then, my friend, you're in the right place. This is the Snake Sports Talk Show with your host, Jake the Snake Silva, brought to you by the Spotlight Sports Network.
San Francisco really should consider Justin Fields. You want this kid to succeed. You want him to be the change. You want him to be the guy that's going to be the big impact in this league. Look at what San Francisco has. Offensive line, a capable defense, weapons, and they've got Kyle Shanahan, an offensive playmaker, a real good playbook designer. Justin Fields could succeed in this. I could not possibly see Trey Lance, maybe even Mac Jones, ever in this. I just can't see it. Because ultimately, now Trey Lance is a real good kid. And I think if the playbook is the right style for him, Kyle Shanahan will make it work. Mac Jones is questionable to me. But Justin Fields, I feel like, could be that guy. But it only just depends on how much of the work you put in. And at the same time, if you're facing against pressures, you got to find a way to fight those pressures. And I feel like because of how healthy that San Francisco will be next season, with their offensive line, with their weapons, Justin Fields could easily become a really good playmaker. And that's why I think San Francisco would be the ideal spot, because think about this. You're going to have Seattle's defense, where they're only rebuilding to get better. The Rams with Aaron Donald and Jalen Ramsey. And then you have Arizona, who are just young, building. You put Justin Fields in the middle of that division with Russell Wilson, Kyler Murray, and Matthew Stafford. I feel like could be a very interesting division run. And San Francisco could possibly find their guy in Justin Fields. And I feel like they could really make some interesting moves for the future. But again, when you look at this with Justin Fields, I'd slow down with the comparisons here. I'd always slow down with all of these NFL comparisons, because sometimes these are some that I'm like, okay, he's actually good. He's capable of playing in this league. And then there's some that's just like, okay, this is a joke. That's why I ease up on these player comparisons, because until I actually do see what he does under the pressures, because I've only seen him against Alabama and a couple of others that he's been under pressures and hadn't really succeeded it well. So all I'm saying is that if you put him into San Francisco with a healthy offensive line, he may succeed on it much, much better.